Hey guys, welcome back to DiamondTrail Ranch. Today, I'm going to walk you through one of the most rewarding tropical plants you can grow, the banana tree. As you can see, we have tons of them and they're doing very well. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus there's pups. 1 pup, 2 pup. Let's see. 1 pup there, 2 pup, 3 pup, 4 pup. So the list goes on. There's pups down there too. So I'm showing you guys, I'm talking from experience here. This is what we're going to need for them to thrive, how to keep them producing many bunches of sweet bananas for you. Whether you're here for the first time and you've never seen our videos before, check out our gardening playlist. We cover all kinds of fruit and trees. We're going to get you set up great. This is going to be an awesome banana tree care guide for you. As you can see, they will have some tearing at the top, and that is okay. That's from wind. It's perfectly fine, guys. It doesn't harm them in any way. So again, these are some of my banana plants here on the homestead. We have a few different varieties planted out, and going into October, November here, they're still putting on new leaves and new pups, as I just showed you. Bananas absolutely love the heat and humidity we get here in Florida. But even if you're in a slightly cooler zone, like 9, 8, even 7, 7's kind of, if you're doing the pot thing, make sure you bring it in when it freezes, but we'll get to that stuff. I'll show you how to make them thrive regardless. So banana plants are perfect for homesteads because they're beautiful, productive, and low maintenance when they're established. And I actually have them set up here in a way that they're going to eventually create one giant privacy fence here. It's going to be really cool. Even the dwarf ones here can get as high as 8 feet tall, maybe even higher. So these two here are dwarves. These two are not. These guys here could get 20 feet tall at least. So but these guys will all be taller than the fence. They will all fill in the fence. This is a work in progress project here. That's why I'm showing you guys. This is why this is the ultimate care guide, because what used to be here was blueberries. This started as nothing was in the ground. Then I put blueberries here. The blueberries did not thrive because they need acidic soil. And long story short, they were taken out of the ground. That's why we still have holes. So what I'm going to be doing here is putting these pups, you see, growing when they get about 3 to 4 feet tall. They're going to go into these holes, and I've been putting them in. Hole, that's going to get a banana. That's going to get a banana. That's going to get a banana. And then these guys are going to come in and fill in. They're going to grow pups. They have a lineage they create, and I will tell you more about that. So that's what's going to happen. This will be one giant privacy fence of bananas. It's very cool. I think being able to create your own privacy with edible vegetation is awesome. Anyway, they create, this beautiful tropical look. They provide shade, produce fruit within about a year of planting it if the conditions are right. Next year, these guys, these taller ones, might do that, which is awesome. They multiply insanely fast, which is another awesome thing. You guys can pot these pups up and sell them or give them away. I mean, they're going to keep going and going and going. So one pup or one plant can turn into a whole banana patch just from the pups alone. It's very amazing. Bananas do love rich, well-draining soil with plenty of organic matter. So that's what I'm talking to about. There's actually a layer of compost mixed in. It's horse manure, beautiful black rich dirt and horse manure under this mulch. That's what's going on there. As you can see, the grass is starting to come through. This is very young. What I've done over here is probably 2 months old now. So again, there were blueberries over here. So there is a wire. I'm running a hotline. You can probably see it here. I'll just show it to you. There's a hotline to keep the goats off from chewing they like, when we let them out, they climb and they try to get the green. So it doesn't shock them hard. It's literally, you could touch it and it doesn't hurt you. It's enough to just kind of get them to go, oh, you get popped with it once and you're going to not touch it again. So anyway, probably this one leaning, the wind, can shatter them, move them around. I'll shatter the leaves a little bit, which is okay. It doesn't hurt them. So they do need full sun, at least 6 hours a day. They love moisture. We use the duck water. There's a, you can see it back there. There's a duck pen. We use that duck pen. I grab 5-gallon buckets. I come over here and I dump it at the base of these bananas. Try not to hit the root, like the trunk directly with your compost teas on any of your stuff, like the rest of our orchard over here, because, you know, it's, especially if it's not diluted, you can cause disease and all kinds of issues there. So if your ground tends to hold water, consider planting on a mound for good drainage. I'm trying to see here. These are they're a little bit higher, but you get the point. You want to kind of keep it up off the ground if you're in a subtropical environment. Bananas are thirsty and they're hungry, so I'd say water them deeply several times a week, especially in the heat of summer. Boy, we had a brutal summer. As for fertilizer, we feed these, I'd probably say monthly during the growing season with compost, or you can use a high potassium fertilizer. That's what's going to help them get the large fruit bunches you're looking for. You can even use duck pond water like I mentioned, or the manure tea for a natural boost. That's what we do here at DiamondTrail Ranch. Each banana will only fruit once, then it will die back. But don't worry, these new pups, like the one you see right there, these guys are called the pups. These little ones coming up, shooting off the side there, those are pups. So it's banana baby shoots. They will replace this giant one here, even though it only pops once. Okay, that's fine. You want to keep about 3 to 5 strong pups per clump and cut away extras to keep air circulation and focus the energy. Trim off the old dead leaves and mulch heavily around the base to hold moisture and feed the soil. When your plant flowers, because these are actually plants, they're not technically trees. You could cut right through these guys with a machete. It's mostly water. You'll see a long stem with purple bracts peeling back to reveal hands of bananas. It's really cool. It usually takes a few months for them to ripen, depending on the temperature and the variety. You'll know they're ready when the angles of the fruit start to round out and the bananas look plump. Some common issues you may get with these bananas. You want to watch for the wind damage. Like I said, big banana leaves tear easily. It's normal. And like I said, it doesn't hurt anything. These guys are shredded right now we had some tropical lows off the coast of Florida here. And, you know, it's fine. That doesn't hurt them. You do want to keep an eye out for weevils and aphids, though. I try to come out here daily and just inspect everything we have, you know. Dealing with some little caterpillars right now I've got to get hit a passion fruit with neem oil. I like to relocate, you know, because I love butterflies. So healthy, well-fed bananas resist pests well, though, which is awesome. In colder zones, like I said, if you guys are at 7 where you're bringing them in for snow, cut them back and mulch heavy before that frost hits. We don't really get in 10 and 10A and 9B, you don't really get too many. You maybe get 1 or 2 days out of the year where you're dealing with that kind of stuff. At the worst case scenario, throw a sheet or something thin on them, but they're fine. They'll make it through. They're tropical. They're bananas. You know, that's what they thrive in. It's what they love. I would just emphasize that cutting them back, but that's really, these guys are set and forget guys. So just feed them monthly once they're in the ground. I have this young one over here. Show you for a second. It's finally coming in. This is what you're really looking for. See how awesome that new growth is at the top. This guy was I learned he was a pup from one of these a few months ago. I moved him too early. You don't want to do that. They will take off eventually, like it is. It just takes time to bounce back. They have to establish that root system. So if you pull the pup too short, when it's not 3 to 4 feet tall, or if it doesn't have a big enough root system, and I'll make more videos on these bananas too on how to do all that to show you specifically when I do move these pups out of the ground. You guys are going to get to see this before now and after when this thing is completely filled in. It's going to be awesome. So if you're new here, make sure you hit the like button, share, subscribe. It's all free. Anybody that's just getting into bananas, share it with them. Let them know. This is very informational, free information. Bananas are almost set and forget. They're pretty awesome. Just come in, come out here every now and then, and we'll just do a once over. Walk over, look at them, see how they're doing. Do they need something? Are they sad? They only need 3 to 5 leaves at the top. Technically, if you're gonna take leaves off like this one, you can cut them. You don't have to. Do not pull them down. I have seen some videos where people will rip these down. You're tearing into your pseudostem, which is that big core. You don't want to do that. So anyway, that's our banana patch here at Diamond Trail Ranch and how we care for them here in Zone 10A. If you guys want big, healthy banana bunches year after year, follow these steps and your plants will reward you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our other fruit tree care guides, like I mentioned earlier, because we grow everything here from mulberries to passion fruit. I mean, right here on the property. It's awesome. Thanks, guys.